This is Reaume Brothers Racing, a gritty three-truck crew fueled by hunger and fighting for their shot at glory among the sport's titans.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure you feel the pressure, but I want to make sure I'm clearly communicating, right? Like, you need to find a deal.
Over the next 6 weeks across 6 punishing races, from the Midwest to the South, Reaume Brothers Racing will face unyielding challenges, mechanical breakdowns, cutthroat competition, and the grueling demands of life on the road. Every race is a proving ground, every lap a testament to their hard work.
I had to tell someone to go home tonight, in the middle of their job, in the middle of a pit stop.
Welcome to Reaume Brothers Racing, an unfiltered journey into the heart, grit, and unbreakable spirit of a small, hard-working team chasing big dreams in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck
so fun.
Series.
This is the most fun I've had ever in a race car. Minus my mistake, but I love you!
First of all, the goal here is to get, Will and Pedro, if they can finish up what they have to do on that thing, and like I told Will, I think that we have to live and die by our deadlines, because if we don't, we'll never say good is good enough, and then we'll bring one. In theory, right, if you were just to take an extreme scenario, we could take one really super hyper prepared race car to the track and then have nothing else built in the whole shop, and we wouldn't exist to be a full-time race team. Hi, I'm Josh, the owner of Reaume Brothers Racing. This is our 8th season in the Craftsman Truck Series. We run the 33 with Frankie Muniz full-time, the 22 and the 2 truck with an array of drivers, and this is my life. We work a lot of hours and we travel together as a team. So whether that's on an airplane, in a rental car, in hotel rooms, you really build good friendships with the people that you work with in this sport. It's a lifestyle choice, I think, and it makes it challenging, especially being a smaller team owner, that I don't just get to play team owner and worry about who our next driver is and where the money's coming from sponsorship-wise. I also have to play boss on the day-to-day stuff, and that can be challenging because we work, say, 80 hours together. We're buddies, right? It's more like a family than it is a job at times, but that doesn't mean that I can give people a hall pass when they won't show up to work on time. Everybody needs to jam really hard on that, and fill out your work list so that we see what you're getting done on this stuff. So there's some accountability, right? 10-4. Okay, get after it. I appreciate all you guys. I'll make a work list on the fab stuff. I'll call Mike, and then Travis. I've got a bunch of parts in my car.
Hey, I'm Travis Armstrong. I am the interior specialist and tire specialist at Reaume Brothers Racing. This is my 3rd year here and 3rd year in the sport. I got my start here as an intern. Some personal things came up in my life where I really couldn't be an intern anymore, but about 2 months after I left is when the shop fire happened. Say it was about 2 days after the fire. I remember I was out just taking a hike, and then Amir popped up on my phone, and I was like, well, I better take this phone call. And I did. He asked if I'd be willing to come in and have a talk with him. And I said, absolutely. So I went the next day. I started again the very next morning.
What was it like having Josh Reaume as your boss?
Josh Reaume is an absolute hoot to work with. You never know what he's gonna say or do next.
I just said,
Hey, can you go work on the bicycle tires? They're flat. And she said the little clippy thing, she said once I snapped it on there, I swear these were her words. Once I snapped it on there, I pumped it vigorously until it was firm. And she said, but I don't think it's right. And I said, well, there's no complaints here.
He does it all as far as working at the shop. He can drive the hauler, he can help me mount a seat if I need to, he can go over the pull down and help out the engineering department. I mean, the guy literally does anything. Any part, piece you need, you go tell him, he'll come back a few hours later and somehow, some way, boom, it's there. Sometimes he even hops in the seat and drives the trucks.
Being an owner-driver is something I take a lot of pride in. It's definitely a dying breed.
The first helmet I've ever had painted. So it was it was important to me to do something cool. So we did burn the ships, which when there's the burning ships, which is kind of how I've approached having RBR and really my racing career as well, I guess, is burn the ships and you have no option for retreat. And there's been many times where most sane people would have given up, but we kept going, and now I'm quite proud of what we've all been able to build here. You know, your business mind is trained to be very analytical, look at the pros and the cons, look at the dollars and cents and the man hours and everything involved, and be very careful about the decisions that you make. But then a race car driver is reckless abandonment, right? It's just driving at the ragged edge. And in order to be a good driver, you have to be able to turn the other side off to do that. And it's really challenging when you're the guy that, if you crash, you're the guy that has to write the check. You're the guy that's going to have to tell, 20 people that we're not going to have a 4th of July off because we need to rebuild a truck because I decided that it was smart to go top of 3 for 18th place at Kansas.
Hauler driver, marketing director. How do you manage wearing all of these hats all the time?
So it's a lot of hats to wear, and I'll say the answer to that question is it's about the people that you surround yourself with. You have to surround yourself with really amazing people. And for me, that starts with my team manager, Amir Alexander.
Can I fold my arms or is that not? I'm Amir Alexander. I'm the operations manager here at Reaume Brothers Racing. I've been with Josh for 5 years. We've been doing this for 5 years. We started off on a LinkedIn chat and then kind of things took off from there. So kind of the hardest part of the job is managing him and keeping him kind of on the straight and narrow because he's a squirrel, so his brain's going 1,000 different directions. So it's like, hey, what's the vision? What do you need? How do we get it done? That's kind of what I do. We joke around that I'm the executioner sometimes because it's like, hey, you just tell me what you need done, I'm gonna get it done. I started sweeping the floors and mopping and doing whatever I could to create an opportunity for myself. And every step of the way, he was supportive and taught me, so many different things and put me in positions to be successful. And I think it's what makes him so successful, what he does and how he's built this, is that he surrounds himself with people that are driven and passionate and are as hungry as he is. And I think that's what we do here that makes us successful as the people. In order for us, any race team, any good race team, to actually win a race, you have to check 500 boxes just to give yourself a chance. One of the toughest pieces too is the things that transport all of our equipment and vehicles to the racetrack. That is, our hauler drivers are so important to the sport, right? Their job is to get from point A to point B, safely, but on time. So with that, there's so many different things that can go wrong, so you have to be so prepared. An example of issues with haulers and tractors is Texas. We're loading up and we're getting ready to head to the racetrack, and our hauler driver found an electro issue, which was not good because we were already tight and crunching for time, and in a situation like that, we need every minute, every hour that we can have. So when we found out that we potentially weren't going to be able to make our park time, wasn't good.
My name is Chris C, and I'm a hauler driver, and I work for RBR. I've been a hauler driver for 2 years. First, we knew we was good. We had plenty of time to get there. But as soon as we picked that tractor up, we knew we had to go. The tractor don't run but 65 miles an hour, so that's hard going 17 hours with a truck that only runs 65 miles an hour. It was a little late. We was like 15 minutes late, but thank God the rain delay saved us a little bit, so we really weren't late.
So what the fans don't see at home is when we're in rain delays and lightning holds, it bunches up the schedule a little bit. So as soon as tech starts flowing again and we get back to your normal inspection process, a lot of different things change. The tire situation kind of changes a little bit because your original plan, how you start the day and how you're gonna attack and approach practice and qualifying changes. So a bit of a couple games and tricks here to get through the rest of the day, but hopefully it dries up soon and we get some clear skies so we can go racing.
Ace truck is off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, green.
My name's Pedro. I'm the crew chief of the 33 truck. We were running well at Texas and everything was going well until our last pit stop.
I got a